Hey, I'm Bryn.
Hi, this is Charity, and this is the place where we talk to each other about true crime happenings from all around our home state of Utah.
I do the research, she drinks wine and clutches her pearls. Listen along as we tell the fascinating tales of real-life people who turned our communities upside down.
And tell the stories of the victims, survivors, and families affected in their wake. Because we love a good mystery, we love a good story, and because this is the place where it happened.
This is the place as a proud member of the Hello Sweetie Podcast Network.
That is totally irresponsible parenting.
Not according to the internet.
All right.
Where on the internet?
Hello and welcome to Geek Parenting Podcast.
Dax, it's time for your bath.
But
that's my show. Don't argue with me, young man. Just do it.
Gross.
This is our dad.
I'm the professor.
Yeah, he made us in his laboratory by accident. Don't worry, Professor.
I'm James,
I was an
aka
accident too.
You're my children, and I love you, but you're all terrible.
That's awesome.
I was supposed to do something for Ant-Man and the Wasp, but my package never came in the mail. So I'm sad about that. I was supposed to get a copy of the Blu-ray and...
Come on, Marvel.
Supposed to get a bunch of... They're like, hey, we want you to have a Scott Lang at home day. We want you to play the drums and do magic tricks all this stuff. I was like, yes, I could do that. Especially because I know magic now.
When were you supposed
Dust
to get
off
it?
the Rock Band.
I was supposed to get it sometime this last week, but I'm supposed to post something tomorrow.
Oh.
So if it comes in the mail tomorrow, I'm going to have to,
just make it all up.
Yeah. Well, and luckily I don't work tomorrow, so I'll be able to do that.
Fake it.
Yep.
But yeah, so there's new content coming up on my stuff. Wait, do I do this and then introduce you guys? I forgot.
No, introduce us first.
Okay.
And then we do this.
Sitting podcast across from me, touching the knobs all the time, hiding in your bushes.
I'm your bushy knob man. I'm Johnny of On the Boards. You can find me on Instagram and Twitter at WhiteEnchilada1. You can find me on Facebook, but I don't know why you would unless you want to hit me up on Messenger. Because I don't use it.
It's true.
I get tagged in things, and it's irritating, but I'm not on there, so I don't have to worry about it.
And Johnny bought me a Spider-Ham Funko.
Oh man, I was at the Walgreens getting my flu shot, and I saw that, and I saw they had the Silver Surfer, the Marvel Legends.
Yeah.
So I'm like, oh cool, and then I see this guy come in and grab every single other exclusive and buy them all. I wanted to punch him in his nads.
Oh.
Should have.
Stupid flippers.
But then he probably would have punched you in your flu shot.
Yeah, that's
Ow.
fine.
Punch him in his flu shot. That's the name of the episode.
Punch you
in the flu shot.
I'm totally writing that down.
And sitting podcast diagonal from me is Dr. Sarah.
Hold
Mother
on,
of podcast.
Mother of the podcast. Sorry, I'm writing the title of the thing down. Hi. Yep, Dr. Sarah. You can find me on too many things. So we're doing a lot of stuff on Push My Buttons Games on Twitch. So go follow us. We're trying to hit affiliate. We need 50 followers to hit that. But
I'll go follow you.
Please
follow you right
do.
now.
I've been streaming a lot of Spider-Man the last few weeks. We're going to start a playthrough of Resident Evil 7 probably tomorrow for Spooktober. Spooktober. I've never played it. I've watched other
To
people
hell
play it.
with horror games. I don't play
Wait,
like that.
do you have the VR?
No, I don't. I don't have the VR.
You should do the VR.
No, I just have it for.
Some of us can't
Xbox.
afford the VR helmet,
Xbox
James.
One. So yeah, you can
What's
find me
that?
on.
Some of us can't afford the VR helmet.
It's true.
That's why you just go get credit cards and max them out.
So you can
Never
find
pay back.
Push My Buttons
Like-
Games on Twitch, Facebook, Twitter, Instagram. Go follow all of those. I'm also still producing Heroes Feast, which is the lunchtime D&D podcast. And then, of course, here on Geek Parenting. Yay. James is following me on Twitch now, trying to fill dead air. There
So
it is, right there.
We've been playing
Can
the
you see
Spider-Man.
it through my microphone?
Yep.
He's got it right up to the microphone.
Yep.
If you can't see it,
hit
there's
that
something
follow
wrong
button.
with
Hit that follow button, James.
Wait, which one's the follow button?
you. The one that says follow.
There you go.
Okay, so I'm following you and I friended you.
Ooh, yay.
Stalker alert.
Did I do that from mine?
Stalker
or did I do it from
alert.
Geek
I
Parenting
know.
Podcast? I did it from mine.
Okay. I already did Geek Parenting podcast. I did that like weeks ago. So
Spider-Man.
well, we gotta go. Few announcements first, though.
Yeah, so let's
And then we
talk.
can talk Spider-Man.
Let's talk what we're going to talk about this week. We're going to talk some Iron Fist. We're going to talk about the Spider-Man game, the Captain Marvel trailer, Doctor Who, which starts next week, and Daredevil, which starts the weekend after my birthday.
Woohoo!
Oh, that
So,
soon, huh? Oh,
All that
Yeah.
and more after our little promo for the Hello Sweetie Podcast Network that we are proud to be a part of. And we're promoting Cinema Queens this week, or this month.
This month.
So check out our friends on Cinema Queens.
Sissy that wow.
Hey there! Are you queer or some variation of it? Well, I'm Chris, and this is my co-host,
Adam. And welcome to Cinema Queens, where we talk about queer cinema.
Each week, we watch beloved queer classics, discuss them, review them,
and cover a whole cluster of topics from our favorite scenes,
what they mean to us,
how it relates to our current world,
and the best part, the cherry on top of the sundae, happens to be...
gay rants!
So prepare your ear holes!
And listen to us Queens talk cinema. New episodes drop every Monday on iTunes, Google Play, and Stitcher. Bye-bye!
And we're back.
That was a great promo.
It is. With our friend Adam McDonald.
Oh, I love Adam.
I love Adam, too.
Adam is the best.
Adam and I had some moments at Pride this year. It was very cool.
I go to Adam's house, Adam, Maya, and Eddie's house to watch wrestling pay-per-views.
Yeah.
I love those guys.
I love Badger, too.
Oh, Badger.
I love Badger.
Badger just...
Badger's
a pug.
Yes. An adorable old pug.
With a growth in his armpit.
Oh, and vampire teeth.
And he wants you to always pet his growth.
Pet my growth.
No, I'm good.
And then you touch
You sure that's not the name of the episode?
Pet my growth. That's the next one. So to be continued on Pet My Growth. But you start touching the growth and you go...
He likes it?
Oh, yeah.
Oh, that's weird.
Ew. At least he likes it when I do it. Maybe I'm just good at touching growth.
Magic touch.
Oh, God.
All right, where do you want to start?
Growth.
I don't know. Should we start with Spooderman?
Spooderman.
You guys can spoil it for me. There will be spoilers in this episode, so if you haven't played Spider-Man, you haven't watched Iron
Like
Fist.
I said, there's really only one that I can think that would actually be a spoiler.
The ending?
Yes.
Well, so...
we don't really need to talk about that, or do we?
I mean, no, you don't have to.
We can talk about how beautiful the game is.
We can just talk about how apparently Spider-Man always has to have a tragic story.
Yeah, no, so... Things with Spider-Man have, like, kind of... I was playing... So, I'm recently in therapy. Because things are going on.
Life.
My therapist the other day, he's like, you're super into comic books and stuff. He's like, is there a comic book character that you identify with more or that you see yourself in? And I said, Spider-Man.
Damn it, I was so close. Oh, you're not Canadian.
Yeah.
Okay.
But he asked me why, and I said, you look at the character Spider-Man, he's this kid.
Let me stop you for just a second. This is a very interesting thing that I think we should all get into sometime. Like, who's your favorite character and why do you connect with them?
Yeah, who do you...
Yeah.
That is really interesting.
Yeah.
Keep going.
So we talked about it a little bit, and I told him that, like, just the relationship, like, I was really into sciences in high school. I was really into all this stuff, but then I wanted to be a musician, so
Everyone
I stopped
called
sciences.
me Senior Science.
Yeah. So anyway, we go through some things, and he's like, well, I don't know of a lot of characters in comics that stick with one partner, like, and I said, well, Spider-Man has Mary Jane. He had Gwen Stacy before that, but a majority of Spider-Man stories revolve around his relationship with Mary Jane.
Well, heck, the whole One More Day arc that I had.
Yeah. So kick it into the Spider-Man game. So I'm playing the game, and what's the first interaction you have with Mary Jane? He talks about how they've been
separated for
broken up for 6 months. And I'm just like, why, Spider-Man? What, you too? Everything else I'm watching on TV or Netflix has something happening in a relationship that's ending a relationship.
First they kill off Roseanne, and now this.
Come on, Disney. But no, so I loved the game. I beat the game. I beat it in 2 days.
I'm still playing.
It's an easy platinum because even I could do it.
Yeah.
Well, and it's one of those games that you just can't stop.
No, it's so fun to just swing around and just look at things.
Well, and like I was telling Jay when we were playing, I was like, I've been to that building in New York. I've been there. So like they mapped out New York. It's not like Disney Infinity where they just put up a bunch of buildings and call it New York or any other game.
I've been to the Wakandan embassy.
Oh yeah. I've been to.
I
served my mission there.
You found Lockjaw?
I found Lockjaw.
That is one of the secret photos.
Yeah, he's on Wall Street. He replaces the bull statue in Wall Street.
Go
find him. Yeah, he's one of the secret
one of the
photos.
50 secret photos.
Yep.
I've just been taking pictures of the marquee of Maddie, Will You Marry Me?
Why?
Because it's hilarious.
Yeah.
That whole story to me is hilarious.
Oh,
and
right.
sad.
Do you not know about that?
Mm-mm.
So.
Oh, it's the guy.
It was
the
legit.
guy. Yeah, it was the guy who was going to propose, and they broke up right before the game came out, or something.
Well,
like
they
that.
broke up like 6 months before the game came out,
Oh,
and then like when the
jeez.
game came out, it turns out she's dating or has gone on dates with the guy's brother.
Oh wow.
Yeah.
Keep it in the family.
But I guess I
Ouch.
guess he's been like. So she like released her side of the story because people were like, "Oh, she's a terrible person."
Mm-hmm.
What a whore!
But so I guess like her side of the story is that this guy's always been selfish and all this other stuff, and the only reason why he wanted to put a marriage proposal
him
in
being
Spider-Man
selfish is only a problem if you're also selfish. So think
Well,
about that.
so-
No, I'm totally kidding.
So
I'm totally BSing that one.
So like she's never liked video, like she never plays video games. She supported his, because I guess he's a Twitch streamer.
Yeah.
She supported his passion as a Twitch streamer, and she supported him like making money playing games. But she didn't like video. She didn't like playing video games.
It wasn't her
So
thing.
she would have never seen it unless she was watching him stream it.
Or he
And
brings her
then-
into the room. Hey, check this out.
Yeah,
check this
yeah.
out.
So.
Aw, it's still like aw.
But like, so I guess she broke up with him because of how like selfish he was with other things. And when they broke up, she was really distraught, and so he sent his brother over to talk to her.
Oh boy!
And it sparked something. I guess.
Ooh, cue the
But-
funky 70s music. That's it. I'm proposing to one of you via video game or Jumbotron.
Woohoo!
It's
I will
happening.
accept both.
Mm-hmm. Sorry, I'm married to Amber.
Oh, wow.
But
Well, none of these are legally binding, so I don't think it matters if we have more than one.
This is true.
but no, so like I thought the gameplay was really good. I thought the mechanics were amazing.
Oh, yeah.
The graphics, even if you don't have a PlayStation 4 Pro,
Oh, it's so pretty.
so beautiful.
And the music's fun too.
Yeah.
Like, the music's really good.
Yeah,
the
really,
voice
like-
acting is.
Of course
is
I did
on.
the
Music kicks in when you
pre-order.
start swinging.
Yeah.
Yeah, when do I get my stuff? My Spider-Man pan?
Did you send your address to them?
How?
So
Shouldn't they
check
have
your
it?
email, because I got an email from PlayStation saying, "Hey, we need to know where to send your Fig pin."
See, I just figured that was on my PlayStation account.
You get a pin?
Yeah, if
Yeah,
you
if you
did the
pre-ordered.
pre-order.
Oh.
If you did the deluxe pre-order, that's what I
Oh,
did.
I
I was like,
didn't.
I want Iron Spider. I want.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Which is funny because I think you could unlock them anyway at level 35.
Oh,
You
yeah.
just
I
get
don't think
'em.
you had to.
No, once I unlocked original Spider-Man 2099, I didn't go back.
See, and once I got the Spider-Man Homecoming, the backpack suit,
Oh, yeah.
once I got that, I was like, I'm not wearing anything else.
I've been using
The one that
Secret
says
Wars
no
suit.
associated powers.
Yeah.
I've been using the Secret War suit. I
But
like
that's
that one.
nice, too. Like, even if a suit doesn't have powers, you can
You can-
assign any other power to
to
it.
Yeah.
That is so nice.
I put
Yeah.
the Iron Spider arms on the Homecoming homemade suit. Jay's like, what the hell is going on? Speaking of Jay
Magic.
swearing real quick, quick side note. So I was picking Jay up from school the other day, and this little girl comes up and she says, James, Jay said the F word. And I was like, why are you telling on him? I've heard you say much worse than the F word. And she just smiles and runs away. And so Jay comes up to me and was like, hey, buddy, did you say the F word? And he kind of just does like a side smile and like nods. And I was like, all right. Pound it. Knuckles.
Oh.
But anyway, back to Spider-Man. I liked the story arc, like they went
yeah.
with Doc Ock.
I really liked what they did with him.
Yeah, like it was like because they do that a little bit in the new Spider-Man cartoon, but just like an episode or two where he's a teacher at the high
Right.
school. But like the fact that they have their own little startup.
Oh no, I guess
Peter and
there is
Doc have
another.
a startup.
I guess there is another small spoiler there, but we can talk about that later.
Oh yeah, but just the fact that they have a startup going and that Peter's just a science like
An intern or something like
yeah.
that.
But
I love how he refers to him as a guerrilla scientist.
yeah, yeah.
He goes to the Radio Shack. Well, no, probably not Radio Shack, but
He go
Oh, Radio Shack.
What's the other computer store that went out of business?
Circuit City.
Circuit City, yeah.
He goes to the Circuit City and whips something up.
But no, like I liked the use of the characters. I was kind of bummed because you do see Miles, you do get to play as Miles, but not as Miles as Spider-Man
Yet.
yet until you get the.
I was excited you got to play as Mary Jane.
Yeah.
That was cool.
Like, I like that you got to do those side missions as side characters, but I
It's
wish you could
better
do...
when she gets some slight offensive capability.
Yeah.
But, like... I like that you had these little things that you had to do as these side characters, but I wish, like I said, I wish you could swing around New York as Miles.
Cutting potatoes as Aunt May.
That was my favorite mission.
DLC.
Those are not julienne fries. You failed.
Aunt May works at
if you haven't played, Aunt May works at the Feast Center, which is a center for the homeless. They house and feed them. So that's where that's coming from.
So
but just everything about that game, I think, like, cause
it's broken all the PS4 exclusive records.
Yeah.
Like it killed God of War 4.
Yeah.
Like
That's
just
an
knocked it out of the
exclusive? I had
water.
no idea.
Yeah, it's a PS4 or a PlayStation exclusive.
Yeah.
I can talk.
Before this, the only exclusive I ever cared about was Infamous.
But the reason why it's an exclusive is because when Sony bought the film rights for Spider-Man, they bought all the rights. They bought film. They bought the only thing they didn't get was comics and TV. That's why Disney can make their Spider-Man cartoons.
I kind of want DLC with both Deadpool and Matt Murdock in it, and all three of them running around New York beating people up.
Well, eventually, Black Cat has to actually show up, I would think.
Yeah.
Maybe that's a DLC.
But no,
because there's Black Cat stuff in it, right?
Yeah. You have Black Cat missions that you have to do.
The Black Cat suit.
Yeah, and I mean, I guess technically it's a mission spoiler that...
It's okay. We said there would be spoilers, so...
So, like, you're doing your Black Cat missions, and you end up in her lair where she hid all the stuff that she stole because she's breaking into the police station to steal her suit back.
Yeah.
So it's like, so we have to see her in that suit.
Did you go run up to the top of Avengers Tower and jump off?
Oh, yeah. Yeah, I ran to the top. I took pictures.
Hold down the L3 and just fast dive down the hole.
Yeah. I've fallen off of a few buildings and not caught myself in time.
Oh.
I love it when I'm doing some of the Fisk missions and I'm like flying around and like I can't land on anything, so I'm just like, no, Spider-Man, go back the other way.
Quit being stupid.
Damn it, Spider-Man.
I like swinging through Central Park.
I love when the bad guys get back up and you get hit by their car. Have you had that happen? You're just like, oh, you dicks.
But no, I did something where it was like watching Homecoming when he's at the golf course and he tries to shoot his web up to the...
can't. There's nowhere to web, so you're just like,
So I was in Central Park and I'm like trying to throw web out. Sorry, microphone, you can't see what I'm doing. But
he's impotently trying to web nothing.
That's why
Oh.
But so like
there's only a few spots, but there are spots.
Yeah, you have to get the light posts.
Yeah.
Or close enough to a big tree.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So
but if you're over the pond or near the pond and you're just like, crap.
Yeah, so
and don't land in water as Spider-Man because that boy cannot swim.
He can jump like 6 feet out of the water, but he can't swim for crap.
Yeah. But like, so when I had to go through Central Park, like I would like go around the park. Like, nope, I'm just gonna right swing, right arm,
just hug the
right
edge.
arm it all the way to the edge.
Just go.
Left arm on the way back.
But what was your favorite part of the game?
I honestly just enjoyed the whole thing. When they throw you in that first battle with Fisk,
I got my ass kicked. Yeah, I got my ass kicked a few times with Fisk.
But honestly,
it took me a while to realize that you can catch things and throw it at people.
Yeah.
Honestly, though, beyond that, the boss battles don't get much more difficult.
No.
Which I'm okay with. I'm sure some people would criticize it for that.
Yeah, I think I'm not that far in. I'm still pretty early in the game. I'm only like 12th or 13th level.
Yeah.
But
have you fought Shocker yet?
I fought him twice.
Okay.
Now.
Yeah.
It's a shocker.
But it was so funny that when so after that you go after the demons and I was at the end of that mission and when you're chasing the trucks and you stop the trucks, I kept pressing the wrong button like over and over again. Couldn't figure out why I couldn't do it. And I'm like 10 minutes later, I'd been like 20 times mission failed. I'm like, I'm pressing the wrong fucking button. God damn it.
Well, I feel stupid. Thank you, Sony.
And I was streaming at that time, so it's even more funny. So I was like, God damn it.
Goodness, that's amazing.
Yep. So I just don't pay attention to what buttons I'm pushing, and
Yeah.
I was pushing the stick instead of
you
the.
look at the name of your podcast, it's just push my buttons. You don't say which buttons.
Exactly.
Right.
Wrong buttons all the time.
All 3 major systems have an X button, and all 3 of them are in different places.
Yeah.
And so it screws up.
Oh, yeah.
Especially when you switch from Xbox to PlayStation.
That's why I just have 2 Playstations at my house.
I gotta buy another PlayStation.
I really liked when you got to do the team up fights though, like Vulture and Electro or Rhino and Scorpion. Those
at the raft.
It's about the same gameplay.
Yeah.
But it's more fast paced.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
You've got to be a lot quicker.
Yeah.
And it's
So
so
what you're
much
saying
fun.
is I'm screwed.
As long as you can remember to dodge when you get your spider sense, and if you can throw things back.
The hardest one for me was Rhino and the Vulture. Like I could not, or not Rhino, Scorpion and Rhino.
Yeah.
Because Rhino's just running at you the whole time, and
You've got to use
Scorpion's
the environment to take
and
him down.
Scorpion's just spitting
He's
venom
sniping.
at you, and it's like I'm like I'm gonna dodge Rhino to the left, and then all of a sudden it's like, oh no, Scorpion spitting venom to the left, and it's like, oh god, I don't know what to do. I'm just gonna start throwing web everywhere.
What's going on?
But no, then you have to learn to take advantage of your gadgets.
Oh yeah.
Okay.
Because what I would do is I would eventually just switch to my high power web and just shoot Scorpion with that and get him stuck to something.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. I like the electric web.
Oh yeah.
I don't use that nearly
I've been
enough.
using that a lot.
I just like shooting. So Jay's watching me play one day and he's like, "How are you gonna beat all these bad guys?" And I was
with
like,
vigor.
And so I was like, really easily. So I put the powered web on, and I just started shooting them and like sticking them to trucks and stuff. And it's like, there goes half of them. Now punch.
Yep.
Or the web bomb.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
And then you just start throwing them at walls. You're stuck. You're stuck. You're stuck.
You know, I didn't realize I kept knocking guys off the building. I'm like, oh, I'm such a terrible Spider-Man because
you kept killing people. They stick to the wall.
They stick to the wall. They don't actually fall down all the way.
Yeah,
and die.
no, like that's so like one of the things like especially when you're doing the. So you'll get to a part where there's a breakout at the prison, and then they set up camps around town, and you have to fight all these prisoner camps.
Oh, great.
And that's where I would do. So like all of them are on roofs, like they're all on roofs of buildings, and so I would just like the easiest way to win is to just swing around and kick them off the building.
Yeah, do the hard punch and then knock them off.
Yeah, well, so I just do the
swing
just
kick.
quick, there they go off the building, and then so like I noticed too that sometimes you'll see Spider-Man even go. Like as they're falling off the building, like
it's the little things that they thought
Good
of.
job, Sony.
Yeah,
good job. But
way to go, Insomniac.
It's super fun.
Yeah, no.
I would like them. I would like to see them do more Marvel games. To be honest.
I read an interview saying that they're kind of hoping that this is the equivalent of Iron Man for the Marvel movies.
Yeah.
Except with better luck in its sequels than Iron Man has had.
Well, so the thing is though is that Square Enix is still slated that they're gonna have an Avengers game coming out that's supposed to be similar to Final Fantasy, where it's a turn-based.
That being a completely different genre could be interesting.
But I don't see Marvel giving Sony more rights than.
Well, they could give it to Insomniac though. It doesn't necessarily have to be Sony.
Yeah.
PlayStation exclusive, but Insomniac could do some seriously kick-ass. You know.
And that's my hope because I think that everybody should have a chance to play this game, even if you like. I think this is what I think about exclusives for like Xbox and PlayStation. I think they should be exclusive for 6 months, and then release a version of it for for another system.
Yeah. Well, I mean, I bought my PS4 because I wanted to play Horizon Zero Dawn, which was an exclusive. So
the only reason why I bought the PS4 was for the Spider-Man game, and I bought that PS4 a year and a half ago.
Look at how fast and how like just. Like the frenetic energy of the sales of this game, they'd be foolish not to do that.
Yeah.
I mean, they may hold out, but it's happened before where it's like, oh, this is an exclusive here, and then they're like, nah, just kidding, we love your money.
Yeah. Well, and see, like I think the only way that I think Marvel would,
they're just gonna reskin the old Spider-Man 2 game from the old Xbox to put that on the Switch because there's no way that's running on the Switch.
Oh God. Speaking of Switch. Did you guys hit up that new Nintendo $20 a year membership where you get to play all the old games?
I don't have a Nintendo.
I haven't yet.
Oh, I forgot. You have to borrow. Hey, look who it is.
Hey. I'm sorry to interrupt.
Don't be sorry.
Sorry I'm late, but...
It's okay.
We're talking about the Spider-Man game.
Oh, yeah. I'm just a little I woke up late because last night I drank beer. Boys drank beer. Girls drink beer. I liked beer. I still like beer.
I drink beer too.
I drink beer.
Yay, beer.
Yay, beer.
I don't drink beer.
Ain't no shame in that.
I'm gonna pull up a chair.
Okay.
All right, maybe grab a mic too.
Yeah. We got almost the whole
it
game
was a
here.
solid game, start
Yeah.
to finish. I even though I've done like everything I can in the game,
There's still more.
I still get on to fight and whatever crimes pop up.
Yeah, I mean, it's just one of those games that if you just have an hour to kill, just swinging around New York.
That's what I've been doing, is just streaming for like an hour and a half, 2 hours every night, almost
Yeah.
every night. I haven't done every night, but I'm trying. But it's fun. It's fun to just swing around.
Yeah. No, but speaking of games, so I got Jurassic World Evolution.
How was that?
It's fun.
Yeah?
It's like Roller Coaster Tycoon, but with
Oh,
dinosaurs.
dear God.
You
Do
just
they
make-
escape and kill everybody?
Yes.
Yeah?
Yes.
Sweet.
They do.
So they finally get Jimmy Buffett.
So Jay was asking. So did I tell you what happened when we watched Jurassic World? No. So has everybody seen Jurassic World, the second one?
I haven't, but I don't really care.
Okay.
I'm
so
over Jurassic Park.
The whole premise of Jurassic World 2 is that the island's exploding and they need to get the dinosaurs off the island.
And they left the damn Brontosaurus. The poor, sad Brontosaurus.
Yes. So we're coming to that scene, and like everybody's on the boat. They're leaving the island, and all of a sudden you hear. And
I need to make that my ringtone somehow.
the camera pans like from the people to the island, and there's a Brontosaurus like running as fast as it can,
shaking his Brontosaurus fist,
running to the dock, like
and
where the
as he about says the F word, the foghorn goes.
Yeah. So it gets to the end of the dock, and it just.
So sad.
And like people are just watching it, and like everybody's like. Chris Pratt and Bryce Dallas Howard, they're crying, and like the lava, like slowly, like they show the lava touching the Brontosaurus. And they go,
that's messed up.
Oh, that's terrible.
Oh, Littlefoot.
Jay just starts bawling, like uncontrollable sobbing, and I'm like, they're CGI dinosaurs. They're not real.
It doesn't
And
matter.
he's
Yes, they
just
are. They're
like-
real to me.
You were saying that to yourself, weren't you?
Yeah, I would. Cause,
It's not real. It's not real.
But
it's not
he, for 15 minutes, the movie went on for 15 more minutes, and he's still the Brontosaurus. So it's like I felt so bad. So
Was
like,
the Brontosaurus like a main character in the dinosaur?
No.
He just showed up and died?
Yeah.
See, he was the hybrid with Velociraptor this time.
So I felt bad about that. So like, you know what? I'm
so
gonna
you took
get
him home and watched Land Before Time.
yeah. So
Even worse.
Oh god, that one dies too.
So it's like I was like, okay, so I'm gonna get this Jurassic World game where he can create his own park, and if he's mad at the people for forgetting the Brontosaurus, he can just open the gate and let the dinosaurs out to kill people. And he has.
Of course.
His park is the worst park.
Revenge.
Worst rated park.
Nice.
Come here to die.
But anyway, so we talked Spider-Man. Have you watched Iron Fist yet? You know what we should talk about?
No, I have not.
Who's watched the Captain Marvel trailer?
Woohoo,
Yes.
me? Yes. Captain
Punching
Marvel.
old ladies in the face?
Yeah.
Let's talk Captain Marvel right now. You haven't seen it?
Do you think that...
I watched one, but I don't remember seeing an old lady getting punched in the
Oh,
face.
that was my favorite part.
Yeah.
We watched it at Target last night when we were doing grocery shopping, and Jay looks and he's like, why did she punch an old lady in the face? Like, because she deserved it.
Wouldn't
And
you?
She's probably a Skrull.
Do you think... What if she made a mistake, though, and the old lady wasn't a Skrull?
Yeah.
She just had that chin.
Ooh.
Just wrinkled chin.
She had the nutsack chin.
That's a weird-looking nutsack.
Yeah, seriously, I don't ever want to see Star-Lord's junk after that comic.
It looks like a Skrull. His nutsack looks like a Skrull. Skrull
Star-Lord is secretly a Skrull, but his chin is in his nutsack.
He has 5 testicles.
Boy, that went south fast. Oh my
Sorry,
gosh.
Stefan.
Yeah.
I'm excited for Captain Marvel.
I am too.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
I'm so excited. The kitty's in it. Did you see the kitty?
Kitty.
The kitty, yeah, I saw. I thought you said bikini.
No,
I was like,
the kitty.
SpongeBob, Bikini Bottom.
Chewy.
Yes.
Chewy's in it.
Yeah, I'm excited.
So give us a for people who are unfamiliar with Captain Marvel. give us a quick Cliff Notes rundown version.
So Captain Marvel was in the DC universe in...
No.
Stop it, James.
But no, look,
like any good woman, she got her power from a man.
But to be honest,
I don't know if they're going to go that way though, and I'm totally kidding again.
To be honest though, so Marvel did not own the rights to Captain Marvel when they created the character for Marvel, right? And that's why they called him Marvel, because DC owned the rights for Captain Marvel with Shazam.
But they let it lapse by not using it.
Yes.
And then they fought for decades.
And now we have Carol Danvers as Captain Marvel. But
what if Rogue shows up and steals all her powers at the end?
That would make X-Men make more sense. Because that's how Rogue gets her powers. Bryan Singer. Sorry, I still hurt by that.
You don't even like X-Men.
How do you feel about that Dark Phoenix trailer, though?
I haven't seen it yet.
Oh,
I haven't seen it either, and I'm already
The what trailer?
Dark Phoenix.
Oh, I haven't seen it.
It's good.
I'm
thought it was
not
good.
thrilled about Sophie Turner at all.
Really?
I didn't like her in the last one. I don't want to see her in this one.
I think it looks good. I liked it.
I haven't seen it yet, but
I love all X-Men.
But Captain Marvel.
They need to bring back Zeitgeist.
The good Marvel movies.
Ouch.
Hey, you leave OG Fantastic Four out of this.
I mean, yeah. No.
Who directed that? I can't remember.
I don't know. But anyway, Captain Marvel.
Leave made-for-TV movie Captain America out of this.
Hey,
Dolph Lundgren Punisher.
I have the Captain America TV movie and the sequel.
Where he pretends to get car sick
on
twice.
DVD. With the plastic shield.
I just want the plastic clear shield.
Yes. You know
And
what?
the rubber ears on the
we're
cowl.
having a screening here at the shop. I forgot to mention, we're recording at Watchtower Cafe, 1588 South State Street.
See, I'm not here and you forget to...
Hey, it was my first time bringing the podcast in a while.
I haven't been here for a while.
Yeah. Oh, introduce yourself, sir.
Dewey the Human, Jedi barista of Wookiee State Street.
Head janitor in charge.
But yeah, so we're recording at Watchtower, so come in, get a drink. We're gonna have a screening here of both of those movies.
Okay.
Oh God.
And it's gonna be amazing.
Okay.
Can we do the whole run of Spiderman?
Yes. Yes.
Dude, I swear, if Leo Pardon shows up in the Into the Spider-Verse, I'm gonna laugh, cry, and
he's going to.
I'm gonna wear my white pants just in case.
Yes.
But so Captain Marvel, she was an Air Force pilot.
Right.
Hence
Captain.
She's her backstory is basically Green Lanterns. Backstory.
The Marvel Green Lantern.
Yeah. But I would recommend getting the 1 and 2 trade of Captain Marvel before seeing the movie, just so you have
she was Ms. Marvel for a long time.
Yeah. And that's when in the comics, that's when Rogue stole her powers when she was Ms. Marvel, because Carol Danvers was in a coma for a while after Rogue stole her powers, and then
like you do.
Yeah. I mean,
it's happened to all of us.
Yeah, we've all been in a
I'd
Rogue
let Rogue
coma.
steal my powers any day.
Same. I still didn't like her in the movie.
Anna Paquin hate, man.
I would let the 90s cartoon Rogue steal my powers.
Same.
Okay, fair enough.
Damn. Anyway,
I'm just wondering when they're going to bring in Dazzler.
Oh, Dazzler.
They brought her. They're okay. So,
buckle in, kids.
In the last X-Men movie, what was it?
Apocalypse.
Yes, Apocalypse. There's a sequence that
got cut
it's
out.
a deleted scene, but it's Cyclops and Jean Grey at a record store, and they're holding up a record, and it's Dazzler.
Aww.
And Taylor Swift is Dazzler.
Oh, I'm glad they cut that down.
Lily's obsessed with
Get somebody
Taylor
that's
Swift
not
right now.
annoying.
Oh, she's not that bad.
Justin Bieber as Dazzler.
I'll take it.
I'll take Taylor Swift.
You know what? No, Kate McKinnon as Justin Bieber as Dazzler.
Just get Elton John as Dazzler. He's got the wardrobe.
He's Dazzler.
But anyway, so what was I talking about?
Captain Marvel.
Captain Marvel.
Her history. I'm keeping sidetracked. She was a pilot.
She's a pilot.
She ends up in space. Oops,
yeah.
sorry.
She gets powers
from a Kree warrior.
Yeah, I don't know how they're doing it this time because it looks like they have her strapped to some apparatus.
Yeah, she's like hanging
shooting her in
down.
the face with things.
Johnny.
Not that kind of
I
apparatus.
was thinking like Bill Bixby in the Hulk. He was strapped to a thing, and they blasted him in the face with gamma, and he got powers. What are y'all thinking?
I mean, I was thinking Willem Dafoe when he got his Green Goblin stuff.
It kind of reminded me of that sequence in Avengers with Doctor Strange being suspended up, except she was upside down.
Yeah. And she's getting shot in the face.
Mm-hmm.
But anyway, so she's super strong. She shoots energy beams out of her hands. And
she keeps getting knocked down and gets back up again.
Yeah, the thing I was excited about was the Mohawk helmet.
Chumbawamba. Yeah, they have the
Mohawk
helmet.
Oh.
Yeah.
That for days. Ugh. And Brie Larson's amazing.
Yes, she is.
Yes.
I do love that.
Jude Law's in it.
Jude Law's in it. He's Marvel.
I do love that. So somebody went through and photoshopped all the pictures of Brie Larson for the promotion stuff.
Oh, with smiles.
With the smiles.
Oh, yeah.
But my favorite thing was that somebody else went through and photoshopped smiles on all the men in their pictures, and Brie Larson shared
she
that.
She tweeted it.
There you go.
Yeah.
Equality.
It's
you need to smile more.
But
fuck off.
But no,
like, there's my one. There's my one.
But I'm really excited
still
for
PG-13.
it. Yeah.
Yep.
It comes out in March.
Too far away.
March.
Along with How to Train Your Dragon 3.
Ooh, which looks sad. I have a feeling that one's going to make me cry.
I love that franchise.
And then 2 months after that, we get Star Wars Episode 9.
Oh, is it coming out in the summer now instead of in the
It comes
winter?
out May 25th.
Oh, my God.
Oh, shit. Bringing it back.
And
bringing it back to the
what
original date.
What comes out a couple weeks before that? Infinity War 2.
Oh, my God.
What are we
gonna do? So Disney rules that summer.
Yeah.
Already.
What summer hasn't Disney ruled in the past few years?
But yeah, no. So if you haven't seen the Captain Marvel trailer, go watch it.
Mm-hmm.
And
then go watch the Dark Phoenix trailer too.
Go get the Captain Marvel trades, read up on her because, like, honestly, she's one of my favorite characters. Like, I really like Captain Marvel. I like the story. One of my favorite break-offs that they did when they did the last Secret Wars was the Carol Danvers Corps.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, yeah.
Which is good.
It was just a bunch of pilots, and she was Captain Marvel doing her thing.
I like that the movie's going to be a 90s period piece.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, so
it also makes me feel really old that the 90s is a period piece now.
Right?
Which is the only reason I'm not hopeful that they're going to do some sort of Kamala Khan reference.
Ooh.
No, yeah. I wouldn't see...
With it being in the 90s,
she wouldn't be born yet.
Yeah, no.
That's okay, though. I think bring her in later.
Oh, yeah.
I think they...
Maybe in the next Avengers.
Yeah.
Have Kamala Khan.
My favorite part of the trailer was the very opening scene where it pans down.
Blockbuster.
And it's Blockbuster Video.
Oh, God, that was... I just laughed.
Well, it wouldn't be a pan, it would be a tilt.
That.
Tilts down.
Yeah.
Sorry. Camera.
Star wipes in.
We need to redo this whole movie and just do star wipes and...
Yeah, on VHS.
It's set in the 90s. You need to do your fades like you would in the 90s.
When we put it on home video, we're going to have a Diet Coke commercial in the beginning where she's flying off, and Jude Law's like, don't forget your Diet Coke!
Just for the taste of it.
Diet Coke. Oh, my God.
Google it, kids.
We just seriously dated ourselves.
Master dating.
Oh,
dating
man.
yourself.
Would you date me? I date me.
Wow. That's where this has led.
Oh, good Lord.
That's where you've taken us.
Sticking with Marvel stuff, Iron Fist Season 2 is out.
I've still seen 2 episodes. That's it.
I actually like this a lot
behind
better.
on Netflix.
Oh, guys, it's so good.
It's so much better than the first season.
It's so good. The story is solid.
All right.
Okay.
Finn Jones has done
fight choreography.
Yeah.
For a change.
Seriously.
I really think he's gone through. I think he took a lot of the criticisms from Iron Fist 1 to heart and went through and actually did some training, and that guy can fight now. He's solid.
Well, he could fight in Luke Cage. I mean, you could already see it.
That's what I'm saying.
Out.
I think that he knew I'm sure that Marvel's like, yeah, we have this plan for you. You're gonna show up in Luke Cage Season 2. And after the criticisms from Iron Fist 1, let's get you some training. Let's.
Well, that would make sense. I mean, why wasn't he trained in the first place?
Well, I think he was, but I think that...
if it leads into Season 3 of Daredevil, I'm definitely going to get through it before then.
Yeah.
And from what I've heard, it very much does.
Yeah, so there's a lot of Matt Murdock references.
Oh, yeah. There's a ton of Matt Murdock
I'm guessing Claire shows up at some point.
Not in Iron Fist.
Not in Iron Fist.
Luke doesn't show up either.
No. But
it's really
does Foggy show up?
No,
Mother.
I don't remember seeing Foggy. I don't think he does. This is a very Colleen,
I'm fine
Danny
with that.
heavy.
I actually
Misty's in
really
it a
like
lot.
Colleen.
I want the Misty and Colleen show. Just give me that damn show.
Well, and it's funny because I love that they brought like how Misty heavy Iron Fist 2 is.
Oh, yeah.
Season 2 is, especially after that last few episodes of Cloak and Dagger when they have the Misty
mention her.
reference, and it's like,
oh god, I enjoyed that show.
Yeah.
So that's what I'm excited about right now is because they've said that they're opening Cloak and Dagger up to have a possible tie-in to some of these series.
Nice.
And
I haven't
was
finished
with
Cloak and
Misty
Dagger. I
Knight.
need to catch up on that too.
But no, I think that the story was really well done for Iron Fist season 2. I think that it was a good way to go. They brought in when you bring in Davos back.
I wanted to punch him in the face.
Yeah, well, see,
I've only seen 2 episodes and I want to punch him in the face.
The thing is, though,
Not that I could.
The thing that I find interesting with Iron Fist season 2 is how closely it ties into the story arc of Doctor Strange.
Yeah.
And I'm not saying like character wise. I'm saying like you have
the mystic arts.
Well, none of that. It's you see the friendship that like
Mordo
and Steven had in the first half of Doctor Strange, and then he's like, you know what? No, you're going down a path I can't follow.
Yeah.
I'm doing my own thing.
Yeah.
And you see like how Mordo is going to become a villain in the next Doctor Strange or something. And it kind of mimics the relationship that Danny and Davos have.
Now that you say that, yeah, I see that completely.
And so like that's what I was telling you. I was like, they did such a good job of making this, because it's similar in the comic too, that these guys have a frayed relationship, and so the fact that they brought that out and the fact that they did something with it other than him just being a pouty baby at the end of season 1 and being like, oh, you're not coming back to Kunlun, the fact that they're like, no, he didn't go back to Kunlun, and now you're gonna kick his ass for not going back to Kunlun.
Yeah.
Big stupid head.
So I really like I said, this is definitely better than season 1 of Iron Fist. If you've written Iron Fist off, give season 2 a chance. I'm not saying go through and torture yourself with season 1. If you want to finish season 1, finish
maybe watch
it to
the
know
last
things.
episode of season 1.
But definitely check out season 2.
It's so good. I was heartily impressed with it.
Yeah, and then like you're talking Daredevil season 3. Daredevil season 3 comes in
October 19th.
Woo! The
Just a
weekend
few
after
weeks.
my birthday.
So I've been invited to a day-long Saturday binge fest of Daredevil.
Oh.
I want to go.
Well, I can invite you if you want to come. It's up in Ogden.
I'm
I
sorry,
won't
but
have Jay that week,
season
so.
2 with Punisher was still
Yeah.
amazing.
They need to. Wasn't there supposed to be a Punisher series?
There was.
There
was. Where's season 2 coming for that?
I don't know. I
No
haven't
idea.
finished season 1 because it's too intense. I
Look,
still
I
haven't
didn't know
finished season 1.
season 3 of Daredevil was coming, and they're like, "Hey, it's coming like in a couple weeks."
Well,
Yeah.
I didn't know Iron Fist was coming out until like the week of. I was like, what? What? Just go, what?
Yeah, no, and I love how Marvel did their release of how Netflix did the release of it, like just having the Matt Murdock tombstone with the Daredevil hood on it,
Yeah.
and then just nothing, just coming soon. You're like,
Yeah.
what the?
And the trailers, there have been a couple of trailers that have come out. One in particular with Kingpin, and it's Kingpin at the beginning, and he's in his white suit.
Yeah.
And then
D'Onofrio
it
is so
fades into
good.
Matt Murdock, and he's burning like some of his stuff. And
Yeah.
that trailer is intense, and it's just them talking, and it's perfect.
See, and what I want to happen in season 3 of Daredevil is for Tom Holland to show up.
I would love that.
Like just
We
if,
would have heard about it on Instagram or Twitter by now.
Yeah.
If he did.
Seriously.
Just if like
Poor Tom.
if like all of a sudden like if that's how Daredevil comes back is because Spider-Man's fighting Kingpin,
Oh,
and then
that would
Daredevil
be so
just comes in
badass.
and clack, clack, clack.
I got this, kid.
Yeah, like get out of Hell's Kitchen, go back to Queens.
We don't need your kind here.
But so, who do you think in the Marvel Netflix universe survived the snap?
I don't
Or
know
is that
if they're
ever
ever
gonna
going
be-
to deal with it, honestly. There's no reason for them to.
Yeah,
I
no,
would think.
truly there isn't because.
Yeah.
So as far as we know, the first season of
I bet you it's going to be a
Daredevil-
throwaway line, like where they talked about the event.
Yeah, and that's the thing. Like, so as we know, the first season of Daredevil is supposed to be a year after
Avengers.
And if they're going based off that, like that every season is about a year, then they're 6 years behind the Snap right now.
Boo. I want something to tie it all together again because I miss that.
There could be. I mean, right now
there was a tie in Iron Fist to Sokovia.
Yeah, there was a tie
because
to
of
Iron Fist
Typhoid
and
Mary.
So like they could be caught up. Like
Yeah.
By now, they could have skipped a few years ahead between seasons.
We just don't know.
Yeah, there's no solid timeline after.
Yeah, I would just like a even if it's a reference like 2 years down the line.
Well, and like
in like Defenders,
the thing
season
is
3
like
or something.
They could because Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. did a tie-in.
Thor: The Dark World.
Well, no, they did a tie-in for Infinity War.
For Infinity War, they did.
Yeah.
Is that still on?
Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D.?
Yeah. Oh, and the last season Ender was.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But I'm kind of
They're
sad.
like, hey, what about the Inhumans? That never happened. Shh.
Yeah.
Yeah, we don't talk about that. Talk about
Sky's a mutant now. She's not an Inhuman. We're mutant. They're mutants.
Yeah, they can call them mutants now.
Oh yeah.
But yeah, no. I could see a tie-in happening, but especially with Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. coming back for another season.
Yeah.
But it's up in the air, and that's funny. So Corey on her Facebook wall, she'd said like, "Oh, I just want this tie-in," and so was like, "They would never do that." Blah blah. And I'm like, they've done it like 6 times already. There's no reason for them not to do a tie-in.
It'd be stupid for them not to.
Kevin Feige is still over everything, and that's so. This is we're gonna talk about something real quick.
Then let Ghost Rider ride through New York during one of the other shows.
Yeah,
there you go.
So that's the thing. Like, why can't we see that? Why what if that's going to be the tie-in? What if there's going to be a mature-rated Ghost Rider series?
That'd be sweet.
So good.
Even just like
he
a
was
few
so
tie-in
good
episodes.
in S.H.I.E.L.D.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
Even a few tie-in episodes where
I
Ghost
can hear
Rider
Nicolas
comes in.
Cage on his knees now begging.
Please bring Johnny Blaze back.
Now we're good.
I'll even be Superman.
Oh,
you already had your shot.
But no, I would love that though. I would love to see some Ghost Rider content, some solo Ghost Rider content.
Hails, yeah.
But yeah, no.
And then Doctor Who comes back on the 7th.
Comes back on
Super
the 7th.
hyped for that.
Man on the
So
High
hyped.
Castle on the 5th, if you're into that.
I haven't.
On the
I watched like the
Amazons.
first episode of that. I couldn't get into it. It was.
It's all drama.
Yeah.
So if all you need is explosions and shiny things, it's not for you.
Ant-Man and the Wasp.
If you can
comes
handle
out
a little intellectualism.
Soon, yeah.
Ant-Man and the Wasp comes out on Blu-ray on Tuesday. Hopefully, I'll get
Solo just came out.
Hopefully, I'll get a copy of Ant-Man and the Wasp in the mail tomorrow or today because they deliver
They
post
do.
on Sundays
they
now.
do. Did you just call it post?
They
Yes.
did.
What are you, British?
He's waiting for his owl, okay?
Okay.
Okay, so full disclosure. So as people know,
So would you say vitamin Z or vitamin Z?
Z. Vitamin Z. No, so Mermaid, Tui's oldest daughter, she and her cousin are living in my basement. Her cousin and I have been watching nothing but British game shows
Why?
on YouTube because they're amazing. So this is the thing with British game shows. They're fucking 2 hours long.
Jesus. And you're picking up all the slang.
Yeah.
Okay. Balls. I said balls in front of Lily one day. Just last week. I was
That's
just like,
bollocks.
balls.
So
Sorry. Bollocks.
so
I just
No,
popped
so-
in my head.
but they're fun game shows. Like, so have you ever watched? You watched IT Crowd, right?
Oh yeah.
Oh.
You ever watched IT Crowd?
No.
Turn your
I love
microphone
that
off.
show.
Go home and watch IT Crowd right now.
Okay.
Right now.
I'll try.
So anyway, so we're watching a show. Well, watch the game show we're watching is called Countdown.
Oh
And
god.
what the game is you draw 9 letters. So you choose consonant, vowel, and then you have to try to make the longest word out
Okay.
of the 9 letters. And then they have so you do that, and then you have a round that's a math round
Oh God.
where they
Nope.
give you random numbers. and then they push a button, a number generator, and then you have to reach that magic number at the top with the numbers that you drew. Oh, Jesus. And the version that we watch...
That sounds hard.
Yes.
Oh, yeah, no. But it's so fun. Like, so we sit at the house. Mermaid's cousin and I will pull out pen and paper.
And you try
and
to do it
we
with
play
them?
along, yeah.
Oh, God.
And we'll sit there, we'll look at each other like, I got 8. No, you don't. I got 8.
Oh, God.
And then we'll do the math one. And
got your Texas Instruments.
Yep.
So much fun.
Yeah?
But then they also have another show that's just like a televised pub quiz called the Big Fat Quiz of Everything.
Oh, Jesus.
And it's amazing.
We should do that here at Watchtower. We should have a big fat quiz of everything.
Oh, yeah. But no, so yeah, we watched 2 hours.
Wow.
No, there was one day when Jay was with his mom that I watched. Oh, God, we watched 8 episodes, so 16 hours.
Oh, my God,
of
James.
game shows.
Jesus.
Does it have commercials for Marmite?
No, because it's on YouTube, so all the commercials are out.
Oh,
well, what fun is that? Leave the commercials in. I want to see British commercials.
Yeah.
Well, so they have a lot of... So the versions we watch, there's a regular countdown, and then there's 8 out of 10 Cats does countdown. 8 out of 10 Cats is a show that they do, like, probability stuff.
Oh, God.
And it's with comedian...
Nope.
So it's with the comedian Jimmy Carr.
Nope, fuck that shit. Sorry, Stefan.
And so the shows are usually just cast with comedians. They bring in... It's kind of like At Midnight was, where they bring in comedians to do a game show. So that's what this version of Countdown that we watch. It's all comedians. And the reason why it takes 2 hours is because they do not stick to the time format.
Oh, jeez.
So they go off on tangents. They go off on just tons of
kind of
different
like
things.
us.
Yeah, yeah. So how a 45-minute show turns into a 3.5-hour show.
Oh, my God.
But no, seriously, if you just go search 8 out of 10 Cats does Countdown.
Okay, I'm going to write it down.
And watch
8 out of 10
8
cats?
out of 10 Cats.
Do you spell
does
out of?
Countdown. Yeah.
Okay.
8 out of 10.
I mean, you could just look up Countdown and it'll probably pull it up.
The only British show I ever watched, other than Doctor Who, is...
Absolutely Fabulous.
No, Graham Norton.
Oh, I love Graham Norton.
And I used to watch Whose Line Is It Anyway when it was super British.
Oh, yeah.
But no, this... it's so funny.
Yeah.
And they have so there's a lady, a comedian who moved from Canada to England, and she's on the show a lot. We're talking about how your nephew and I watch nothing but British game shows on YouTube.
Oh, yeah.
Because
Yeah, yeah.
we were talking about how I'm supposed to get a package for Ant-Man and Wasp,
Mhm.
and I said I might get something in the post today, and they were making fun of me.
The Post.
Yeah.
That's what they call it in Britain land.
Yeah. And it's because I watch too much British game shows.
At least it's not the British baking show.
Do you think? What do you think are better game shows? British game shows or Japanese game shows?
Well, if you want guffaws, you go Japanese. But if you want intellectual hilarity,
So what are you saying?
Yeah, James. Be careful.
This sounds racial.
Be careful.
I'm saying that both have their place in my life. Is what I'm saying.
He loves all his kids equally.
That's not true. I don't love them equally. It's all about Tony Bark.
Aw.
No, it's not, because she chewed up one of my spaceships.
What a bitch.
So,
well, damn.
So I was filmed the other day on Snapchat talking with Pepper. And like I'm petting her and I'm like, who's a little bitch? Who's a little bitch? And she like her tail wags. I'm like, according to the dictionary, you are.
God, that's terrible.
So last night we were at Tui's house and I said that, like, I was telling Corey that had happened, and Jay said, you told Pepper that? I was like, yeah, I mean, if you were to call Pepper a bitch, you wouldn't be swearing because it's in the dictionary as a female dog. And his eyes were just like, I'm going to say this so much at home. So I have a feeling
He's
that...
going to get home. What up, my bitches?
I have a feeling that, like, just one of these days, Tony's going to chew up one of Jay's socks and go, Tony, you bitch! I'll be like...
Well, he's not wrong. Scientific.
It's true.
So how's the new place?
New place is full of boxes.
Still unpacking?
It's probably going to be unpacking for a while. But Princess Leia the Hutt is acclimated, and
Which is the most important part. Getting those kitties.
She's pretty happy. There's a lot of space, a lot of yard, and the next adventure is to get a dog.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
A doge.
Maybe a bitch.
Yep.
You should.
Getting them bitches.
Mm-hmm.
Doges are the best.
But yeah, new place.
Get another one.
I like it.
I'm gonna have 3 bitches in my house.
It's real bitch fest.
And I'm not talking about your nephew. Ha!
Oh.
We should give him a name.
Zing.
we
Huey, Dewey, or Louie?
I don't know. I'll have to think of it.
It's the only famous nephews.
I'll have to think of James's basement dwellers.
Yeah.
The teenagers that dwell in the
James's
basement.
vault dwellers.
Yeah.
The people who live under the stairs.
I don't think we should. I call them young adults because it sounds really creepy if you say teenagers live in my basement.
But I mean, like, by age.
By age, they're teenagers. But
James keeps the teenagers in the basement.
I throw water down to them sometimes.
They're of
Breadcrumbs.
age. They are of age.
They are of age.
They are of voting
that
age.
still sounds weird.
They're legal. They're legal, Sarah.
He keeps registered voters in his basement.
Legal teens.
Sorry,
They're
Stefan.
barely legal teens that he keeps in his basement.
And then it makes it worse that I got a security camera for my house.
Dear Penthouse, I never thought it would happen to me.
Things went south after my marriage.
The mermaid wanted to come because so Princess Leia is the long hair, like Maine Coon fat cat, and her hair is so long that she's been getting like really nappy dreadlocks that are so bad that it's like pulling her hair, and it's like really, really bad ones. And so our friend Kelsey lives 5 minutes away from us now. She works with animals, and she was gonna come shave our pussy.
Aww.
So
it's in the dictionary.
Yeah.
So mermaid and her entourage is what I call them.
Yes.
Mermaid and the entourage of teenagers.
Young adults.
Barely legal teens wanted to come over and watch us shave our pussy. So
This is so not safe for work now.
So, anyways, the point of the story was I was laughing at how funny it was that we had three teenagers up in the kitchen just like lounging, playing on their phones. Nephew was playing records. What do we call Zion's friend? He needs a name too. Anyways, he was reading comic books
that I gave him.
Yeah, and
Teach him
basically,
young.
I was looking at Corey like we got rid of one teenager and got her to move out, and now all of a sudden we have 3 teenagers in our kitchen that don't even live here. How did that happen? They're like
Red
gremlins.
Foreman.
I think the funny thing is last week when I was helping you move, your sister asked me what I was thinking when I agreed to have young adults living in my
Barely
basement.
legal teens.
God damn it.
Maybe that should be the name of the episode.
Barely legal teens.
Yeah.
Oh boy.
I think
I was
Apple will
joking,
be
I
like,
was joking.
And then with the
Joking.
NSFW behind it.
Yep.
We need weird
like,
talk.
are they just sharing audio from porns?
No. I think Punch You in the Flu Shot is still good.
Yeah, punch on the flu shot. But no, it was just funny because like I was thinking like I said like yeah, what was I thinking when I was like yeah, you could move into my basement.
Hey, live-in babysitters.
But no, it's been fun. Like
And they pay rent, right?
yeah, and
Okay.
they're all good kids.
All right.
They all clean up after themselves.
Well, that's good.
They all play with the bitches.
That's good. That's good.
Barely legal teens playing with the bitches
Oh, God.
in the basement.
The other night, Tui's nephew and the friend
Needs
Harry
a better
Osborn.
name.
needs a better name.
Chandler.
I mean, you can call him Harry Styles with this haircut.
We'll figure out
But-
some names for these
But no, we were
young adults.
we were playing PUBG on our
rapscallions.
phones.
Oh, jeez.
And if you didn't know, PUBG is free to play on your phone.
Is there a PUBG spot?
Oh, God.
There is. It's my house.
Under the PUBG
With your
string.
barely legal teens? And your
A bunch of illegal teens playing PUBG
We might have to-
PUBG string in my house.
we might have to stick a fork in this one.
But we played PUBG on our phones for 2.5 hours.
I'm sorry?
It was probably the most fun I've had.
Really?
Yeah.
All right.
In the past few months.
All right.
The most fun he's had since they invented the pogo ball.
Yeah. Oh,
ball. I
pogo
remember
balls,
that
man. Does James know what a pogo ball is?
What's a pogo ball?
You really don't know what a pogo ball is?
I know what a pokeball is.
No, different.
A Pokeball?
Pokeball is like a pogo stick, but it's like a ball.
Oh.
And it's like this, and you stand right here and you hold the ball.
She is literally drawing him a diagram, and it's amazing.
Yeah.
That looks like a UFO.
Kind of.
It does.
It does look like a UFO.
Mhm.
It's like 2 kickballs on a saucer that
you stand on and
you jump.
But
it was horribly unsafe.
Yeah.
But why would you use 2? Why not just put it on the 1?
Well, because you have to like hold your feet
it's
on
like
something.
It's like a ball that's stuck
It has
in
to
between.
be. It has to come in a little bit so you can get your feet in there.
Horrible. So
Unless you got fallen
You
arches.
put your feet right here, and you hold it and jump up and down.
Right.
So your testicles just hit the other ball?
Yeah.
Yes.
Yes.
Well, with practice.
Okay. And age.
Yes.
Yes.
Oh, especially
Depends on
when they
how old
dangle.
you are.
Oh God, so not safe for work now.
When they dangle.
Sorry, Stefan.
It reminds me of the Chris Pratt bloopers on Parks and Rec.
I've decided he is now Chris Pratt
Chris
because
Pratt.
he's all freaking Christy and
Aw.
But no, I just go back to when he's like, when I sit on my toilet, my balls dangle in the water.
Oh, yeah. That's so funny.
I'm afraid I'm going to flush them.
Oh Jesus.
But that's what I was thinking about. When
Oh,
I talk
gotcha.
about
Because it does kind of
balls
look like a
dangling.
toilet. Yeah. A toilet seat.
But I mean, like, you know, you
We're
have
actually.
your feet there.
Yeah.
Where's the squatty potty?
Well, it's the ball's not that big. Your crotch should be like way up here on the Pokeball.
Your crotch should be way up here. That is literally what she said.
Depending on your age, I mean, you'd have some kind of movement that direction where they kind of.
Oh my God.
And
We've devolved.
Okay. Do we have another topic, or can we end this?
I think we could end this.
I think it's been ended.
Yep.
with balls hitting a ball.
No.
Did you just put me with a lightsaber?
You're just happy to see me.
Up and orale.
Because I said so.
Here's some money. Go see a Star Wars.